Hi, I'm Matt, welcome to my kitchen. I don't believe anyone should be afraid of cooking, so I'm going to show you 4 simple recipes to help you stay healthy and happy this Christmas. This next recipe is a comforting coconut chicken curry full of nice warming spices that is perfect comfort food for those dark, cold winter nights. First, we're going to peel the ginger. So everyone usually uses a peeler, but you don't have to. What's really easy, if you grab a teaspoon and you just take the skin off your ginger. Dead easy. When you're buying ginger in the supermarket, look for one without too many knobby bits. So get the bowl for your blender, put in that ginger. I would roughly chop it up first just to give your blender a helping hand. So in that goes, along with 4 peeled garlic cloves. Put the stock cube in now, because that saves you having to melt it in later. So to this I'm going to add 300 millilitres of water. In we go, and that's cold water. And I'm going to put the lid on and blend this into a really smooth curry water, I think we shall call it. Now it's time to start cooking the curry. The oil I like to use is actually coconut oil. We're making a coconut curry, so it makes perfect sense to be using coconut oil. Use any other flavourless oil and that is absolutely fine. So get your coconut oil in your pan on a medium-high heat. First step, we're going to brown the chicken. So I've cubed my chicken in this bowl. I'm going to take a pinch of salt to season that chicken. Medium-high heat, oil melted, chicken in. Move the chicken around, but then try and leave it so that it colours and you get some browning to that chicken, because that's where loads of flavour's going to be. So we've got some really good colour on that chicken now. I'm going to turn that heat down now. And then what we're going to do, we're going to add some frozen onions. Now, if you want to spend the time chopping an onion, go for it. However, I like having chopped onions, 2 hands, hardly any waste, really quick, really easy. So in they go. What we want to do is soften them so the sweetness comes out, but we don't want to brown the onions now. So while those onions are softening, we are going to chop up our green chilli. If you don't like it too hot, like the cameraman, what we're going to do is we're going to scrape out those seeds. It's actually the membrane that holds the seeds to the chilli that's the hot bit. So just take a teaspoon and scrape out all those seeds. So then just take your knife and thinly slice your green chilli. If you really don't like heat at all, feel free to leave the chilli out altogether. So now I'm going to take these chilies, I'm going to add them to the pan. The onions have been softening for about 2 to 3 minutes. To the pan I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of turmeric and 2 teaspoons of cumin. So you know those curry recipes when there's tons of ingredients and spices? This is completely the opposite, there's 2. So you just need 2 spaces in your cupboard for those spices. The smell coming from this pan now is amazing. Keep that heat low, you don't want to burn the spices. It literally needs a couple of minutes for those spices to release their flavour. And then we're going to crack on. So now to this I'm going to add some lentils which I've been soaking. The reason I soak them is it takes out some of the cooking time, so it speeds the whole process up. So whilst I've been doing that, they've been partially cooking in some boiled water. Add these to the pan. I like adding lentils because it makes it almost like a dal / chicken curry. It's nice to have the thickness and richness that they bring. So to the pan I'm now going to add that spicy ginger and garlic water we made earlier. So take the lid off, then add this to the pan. So just give that a quick stir to combine, and then we're going to add some mange too. We don't want to overcook the mange too because you want the crispy freshness of them, and it's going to contrast lovely with the sweet richness of the curry. Keep the nutrients in by not overcooking. Often a lot of winter cooking is slow cooked stews, and that's where you lose some of the vitamins and minerals from the vegetables. So I like this, keeps it fresh, keeps it crispy, and keeps it nutritious. So this is simmering away nicely now. It's been cooking for about 2 minutes. I'm going to add this magic ingredient. This is called creamed coconut. It is a store cupboard must. What it is the mashed pulp of coconut. It's got a little bit of the fat in there, and sometimes it's separated, but this is going to add a lovely richness to the curry. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I'm going to add the creamed coconut in. We want to melt that. That's going to take about a minute. Here's the coriander. What I'm going to do, pack it in a really nice tight bunch, okay? It makes chopping a lot easier. Take a large knife now, and first I start by really thinly shredding it as finely as I can. Gather it up, place your fingers on top of the knife, and we're just going to move around the board to chop that coriander even more finely. We're looking to see if our coconut has now dissolved. There's 1 or 2 little bits which haven't, so just keep stirring it for a couple more minutes. So now this is really rich, and I'm going to add about 2/3 of that chopped coriander to the pan. Before I take this to the table, I want to check the seasoning, so I'm going to have a quick taste now because I can adjust it before plating. So get in there. I think it's perfect. There's enough salt from the stock cube and the seasoning at the beginning, so I'm ready to serve this. Look, Christmas is a busy time for us all, so there is nothing wrong every now and then for using a microwave pouch of rice, okay? So take the shame away, get it on your plate, and let's enjoy our food. Spoon some of this yummy, comforting coconut curry into that bowl. I love the contrast of the yellow and the green, the vibrancy of the mange too, and the crunch is going to be so good against the soft, succulent chicken. All that's left to do is to take a small handful of the coriander and just sprinkle it over the top of the curry for a little bit of freshness. So there we have our comforting coconut chicken curry. Perfect to grab, sit in front of the TV, eat with just a fork in your comfies, and enjoy a really nice Christmas film. So give it a go.